first thing which we are going to see is definitely related to your menses. As you all know that we all have a specific pattern of menses. You come to know if your menses change, then mostly it is abnormal. For example, you are having a pattern of which is of 28 days, and all of a sudden you start getting menses late, or you start getting menses really early. So you come to know that. So whenever you think about your gynec health, always examine whether there is any change in the pattern. So change in the pattern regarding whether the interval of menses, that is if you're getting menses after every 28 days, if the interval has increased, that is now you're getting after 35 days, or if the interval has decreased, that every 20 days you're getting menses, so that is not normal. This is also regarding the flow. For example, you know that previously you had scanty menses, and now all of a sudden your menses pattern just shifted to heavy menses, or if you were previously having normal menses and now you started getting scanty menses. So any change if you feel, and this change definitely for only one cycle it shouldn't happen. Only one cycle it is there, mostly it is nothing. But if the pattern continues and gradually that becomes your pattern, so then that is something which you have to look. For some things are also there. For example, you never had clots before, but now little bit clots also go in your this, so that is there. Also, if you never had pain before, or you had little pain before, and now all of a sudden your menses have become so painful that is unbearable, so that is also there. So the second most important thing which is related to the gynec health is actually your complaints regarding the breast. So if you feel that your breast has recently started to get tender or painful, if you feel that it is some kind of watery or milk secretion which is coming from the breast, which was not there previously, and you are not lactating, you are not a breastfeeding mother, and you are having such secretion, that is not normal. Also, if you have other things, for example, if you see examine your breast and you find some lump or some kind of a cyst or some kind of consistency which was not there before, which you feel it is abnormal. So if you have any of these things, better to get it checked by your gynec, and never ignore all the things regarding the menses also, regarding the breast also. If you have this, so definitely get it checked. The other things which we think we ignore, and we think that it is maybe because of some other things, but actually related to the gynec health, that is what the 3 points which I'm going to talk about next. So a point which is known as acne and hirsutism. Acne are the pimples. So many girls get acne, so that we just ignore. 1 or 2 acne, it's okay during or before menstruation, that's okay. But if you previously didn't have acne, and now you're getting acne like really big much acne, and there are some girls who starting from menarche only, when their menses started, then from that time only they get so much acne. So it is very wise to do the PCOD profile of such patients, and also to consult a gynecologist along with a skin specialist for the acne. If you have acne because of PCOD, then only by your dermatology treatment the acne would go for that time. But if you don't follow lifestyle and exercise, you can again get the acne. So that is there. The fourth point which I wanted to say is regarding hirsutism. Hirsutism is unwanted hair. Many girls have unwanted hair on the upper lip area, on the cheek area, even on the breast. Little bit small upper lips and all, that is normal. But big hair which is coming, which is really like thin, like the hair which we have on the head, like that thick and everything, it's coming very dark. And you have to do threading or something every week. Like if you don't do, it is like really big, almost like mustache or something. So that big I'm talking, not the normal upper lips I'm talking. So if you have such hair and you notice it, and all these things actually what I'm talking, if you don't have, you don't have. If you have, you will just come to know in that ki yes, I have. And even when, if you have not watched this video, then also we come to know that this is abnormal, but we ignore it, and we don't understand that is actually related to a gynec problem. So if you're having so much pimples and hirsutism, and if you're having abnormal menses also, then it mostly can be related to hormonal imbalance. It can be related to PCOD and also other conditions. So the fifth point which I wanted to say, which is really common, is weight gain. So we attribute weight gain to lots of things. We think we have stress, we think I'm not doing diet, I'm not doing exercise, I'm just sitting, maybe I have a job which is demanding or something like that. But we never correlate that with the menstrual cycle and with our acne and everything. All these is correlated. So if you're having weight gain, maybe partially it might be because of your diet or exercise, whatever you're feeling. But especially if you're having scanty menses, that your menses have now started to get low, and if previously it was normal and now your bleeding has started to get low and you started weight gain also, so it is quite possible that your weight gain can be attributed to gynec cause, especially PCOD, or it can be hypothyroidism. So better to get checked all these things and never to ignore. I just gave you all these things because you should understand this is all the whole package of gynec, and these things are mostly, if one or two things of this are there, then mostly it is a gynecological condition and it is not different. So the last point which I wanted to say is the sixth point actually. Actually, white discharge, which many of us ask, white discharge mostly is not related to any hormonal imbalance like PCOD and that is different. White discharge is mostly related if you don't follow proper hygiene of the intimate or the vaginal area. So little bit white discharge if you have, then that is not considered as very gross abnormal. If you have white discharge which is in excess quantity or which actually troubles you, like you feel irritated or you feel that itchiness and you have to itch and everything, so that kind of white discharge you're having. And if the white discharge is like ekdam is really curdy white, like proper white color, or it is actually of green color or yellow color, some other color, so that means that mostly you are having an infection. So if you're having such thing, then just don't ignore white discharge. Also, if you're having chronic white discharge, like little white discharge you're having but it's not itchy and all, it is always advisable to improve your intimate hygiene and how to improve, and at times you may need treatment even for that. So better to visit a gynec at this stage and never to ignore. And especially if you're having infective white discharge, I'll advise don't keep sexual contact at that time. That is there. So this was a short video in which I just wanted to educate you regarding what are the things. These are the because of the current lockdown situation, we mostly can't go outside. So self-examination, you can do examination as to what you're having, and you can consult people on that basis. Either you can video call or something. So this was it, and if you like today's video, then definitely like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching Dr. and More. And this is Dr. Prachita Patil signing off. I'll meet you in the next video. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay mentally fit, and bye for now. Bye.